The door creaked open, revealing a sterile, dimly lit chamber. Inside, a soft giggle echoed off the walls, bouncing between the various oddities scattered throughout. A small figure, no more than 10 years old, sat cross-legged on the floor, playing with what looked like a fluffy, pink and blue creature that climbed up the vertical wall with ease. "Come on, 40. You can do it. Climb higher." The creature, an instance of SCP-040-1J, responded with a wide grin, its blunt teeth gleaming in the light as it scrambled upwards. A sense of camaraderie hung in the air, a bond forged in this strange existence. "Hey, little buddy, stay close," I called out, stepping further into the room. "My name is Jacob, and I'm a researcher assigned to SCP-040. Today, I was here to observe and document." 40 turned toward me, a mischievous glint in his eyes. "Want to see something cool?" "Sure. What do you have in mind?" With a concentrated frown, he focused on the fluffy creature. Moments later, it shimmered, transforming into a sleek, iridescent jacket that appeared to pulse with life. "Wow, that's amazing," I exclaimed, genuine awe spilling from my lips. "It's my favorite. I made it so it can change colors whenever I want," 40 said, his smile widening. "Does it hurt when you do that?" I asked, concerned. He nodded slowly, his brow furrowing. "Sometimes. It makes my head hurt a lot." I watched as he rubbed his temples, feeling a pang of sympathy. This child was gifted with incredible power, yet it came with a steep price. "Do you have any other friends?" I asked, trying to steer the conversation into safer waters. "Yeah, this one." He pointed to SCP-041C, a spherical flying creature that bobbed in the air, its 11 limbs flitting about like musical instruments. "He sings for me. Can you hear him?" As if on cue, the creature emitted a melodic hum that filled the chamber with a hauntingly beautiful tune. I couldn't help but smile. It was hard not to be enchanted by these creations. "Okay, let's focus on something else," I said, trying to lead him away from the topic of his abilities. "What do you like to do for fun? Any games you play?" "Sometimes I play with the others," he replied, gesturing toward the shadowy corner where more beings lingered. "But they don't like to play nice. They like to do bad things." "Bad things?" "Yeah. They don't listen to me. They want to hurt people." A chill ran down my spine. I had read about SCP-040's abilities, how his creations, the SCP-041 instance, displayed extreme loyalty to him, often becoming aggressive towards anyone hostile. "Let's talk about something else. What's your favorite color?" I asked, desperate to distract him from darker thoughts. "Red, like a fire truck," he exclaimed, his eyes lighting up. Before I could respond, a low growl echoed from the corner, cutting through the jovial atmosphere. I turned my gaze towards the source where another instance of SCP-041 lurked, its eyes fixed on me with an unnerving intensity. 40. Is that one supposed to be here?" "Yeah, but he doesn't like you," 40 said, his smile fading. Suddenly, the creature lunged forward, its fur bristling, and I stumbled back, heart racing. 40, tell it to stop." But as I shouted, I realized too late that the creature's loyalty to 40 was absolute. It didn't heed my warning. "Stop, please," 40 cried, his voice rising in panic. But the creature was already moving, leaping toward me with a speed that took my breath away. Then silence fell. The creature halted midair, frozen in place. "What just happened?" I gasped. 40's eyes widened, realization dawning. I didn't mean to. I just wanted it to listen." To my horror, I watched as the creature began to shift, transforming back into a jacket before my eyes, merging into the fabric of SCP-040-1A, which had been draped over 40's shoulders. "No, you can't control them like that," I shouted, panic rising in my chest. I didn't know, 40 whimpered. Then it hit me. The loyalty of SCP-041 instances wasn't just blind. It was a reflection of 40's emotional state. In his fear, he had inadvertently commanded them. As the realization settled, I felt a cold dread creep through me. What if someone broke him? What if someone turned him against us? 40, we need to talk about this, I said, my voice trembling. You must learn to control them, or they will control you. But before I could finish, 40's face twisted in anger. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be scared. In an instant, the room filled with a cacophony of sounds as the SCP-041 instances stirred to life, ready to protect their creator at all costs. The twisted truth settled in my mind. In this place, I wasn't the observer. I was the prey.